Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I created a poll here on my YouTube channel for you guys on the community tab. And I also created a poll on my Instagram stories regarding 2 new eyeshadow palettes that I just ordered off of the Morphe website. I have here the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 eyeshadow palette, and I also have the Bloodlust eyeshadow palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I just gave up on ordering my Jeffree Star products from Jeffree Star's website because it gives me a lot of anxiety, like checking out. I don't like how that feels. And it was just a lot easier to check out through Morphe. But as far as I know, Bloodlust is still not sold out on Jeffree's website. So this is available to purchase. From my experience, I also feel that Morphe ships out faster than Jeffree Star. So yeah, that's why I'm not ordering from Jeffree Star Cosmetics again. I also have a $5 discount code for you guys, which is GlamFam491. This is not an affiliate code. I do not earn commission based off of you guys using my code. It's just a code that was given to me for me to share with you guys from Morphe to get $5 off of your purchase if you guys do decide to use it. It just benefits you. I use my own code for my purchase. And yeah, I kind of spent a little bit too much on these eyeshadow palettes, but let me talk about, with the poll votes, most of you guys wanted me to use the Bloodlust palette. That does not mean I'm not going to be trying out the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette volume 2. I am going to be doing that for my next tutorial. I have so many content. I just have those phases where I am so wiped out with, like, I have no ideas coming to my mind, and right now I have like all of these things on my mind that I just want to like put out because I'm really excited to just be here. I have not opened this here. I just, I've seen it on the internet. I just want to share with you guys my first impression of the eyeshadow palette. By looking at the eyeshadow palette on Jeffree Star's video and just like all over social media, I did not really gravitate towards the color scheme of this eyeshadow palette, but I know many of you guys do enjoy when I review Jeffree Star's products. I did create a whole playlist of all of the tutorials that I've done using his products, so this is going to also be in that playlist along with many more tutorials using this eyeshadow palette and future collections. So make sure you guys do check it out. I am seeing that you guys are really drawn to that playlist, so I'm glad that I kind of had that idea to put everything in one playlist for you guys. In case you're interested in that playlist, I'll go ahead and link it up above for you guys, but let me go ahead and get into opening this here. So here we are. This here, when you open it up, it has the palette and it's like velvet. I do have to say that I was very excited with the packaging, but it's not about the packaging for me. It's about the quality of the eyeshadows. I'm never disappointed with Jeffree Star's eyeshadows, but the color scheme just did not really, I don't know, it's just not like my type of, let me just open it up. Maybe it looks different in person. Okay, so it looks very luxurious, of course. We have this here, we lift it up and we have a huge palette, huge. And it has this protector like Jeffree mentioned, and it also, pretty sure this comes off. So it's like a plastic that's on the mirror that's making it look like that. I can't get it off because of my nails right now. So it's pretty, but let me tell you guys like why I really wasn't drawn to this eyeshadow palette. The reason that I'm not fond of the color scheme is because, let's pretend that this is all here. Those top colors are just so light, and I just don't feel like, I don't know, I just don't like that top row. Like, that takes up half of the palette basically, and they're too light. If you were to try to do a look using all those eyeshadow palette, it's just gonna be really light, and I'm not someone that just does very light makeup. I like playing with colors. I love colors very much. And let's see, I think the color Sworn Enemy, I think we have this, like a similar shade in the Alien palette. Let me confirm that. It looks the same. Okay, so this is from the Alien palette, and this is the color Moon Rock. It looks similar, but let me swatch it for you guys and see if it is or if it isn't. This here is the color Moon Rock. I hope I'm wrong. And then this here is the color Sworn Enemy. Okay, so they definitely are different. This has more of a goldish like reflect to it, and this has like a, I don't know what you would call that, like it has some type of green gold, you know what I mean? But they do look similar sort of, right? No. Yeah. they have their similarities. So I wasn't too happy with that top row, with that Sworn Enemy. But we have this very light lilac here, and then we have this one here, which are like too close in color. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell the difference all that much. No, yeah, you can definitely see the difference in both of these colors, but when it comes to blending, I don't know if it's gonna be extremely visible, because once you use this color, it's gonna be extremely light, and this one, I don't know if it's gonna, I don't know. And the reason I feel like it has not sold out, maybe it has by the time you guys are watching this video, I just feel like the color scheme was not all that. The packaging is like amazing, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about this eyeshadow palette and if you guys got it yourselves. But without further ado, I think I want to just start playing around with it. I don't know what look I want to do as of yet. You guys know that I just get inspired by one eyeshadow. If I want to use one eyeshadow, then I just like go based off of like what goes with that color, and then on top of that, like what goes over that one. So if you guys want to see what look I come up with and my thoughts in regards to the formula, how it blends, and yeah, then just keep watching.
No, I'd rather be waking up with you, set up alone in your room, slept with the light on, waiting up for you. I don't wanna be.
Today's color inspiration is going to be revolving around this eyeshadow because it just looks really beautiful. It's called Pink Magic, and it stands out of all of them the most to me. I'm thinking that I really want to create a halo eye using that color and just using a lot of the purples to intensify that inner part of the lid. The first color I'm going to be using is the darkest purple. Taking a Sigma E60 brush, I'm going to be dipping into this color here called Dungeon. I have already applied some Tarte Cosmetics concealer on my eyelids, so that's just going to be my base for eyeshadow application. And I'm going to just start packing on this eyeshadow onto the lid. Just like this here. I definitely do see kickback on the pan. I thought I was going to be getting a lot of fallout. I'm just making sure that I'm pressing this eyeshadow onto my eyelid. And maybe it's just sticking really well with the concealer that I used, but not having any problem with packing it on. Hopefully it blends out really nicely. And now I'm going to take a Sigma E27 brush, and I'm going to be going into the color Blood Queen. With the color Blood Queen, I'm just going to be applying it on top of the other one, but just towards the edges. And I'm going to start packing it on before I start to blend it out. Okay, I was really expecting, like, that is a really deep purple, and I thought that maybe it was gonna not really blend well with this one. But for somebody to come out with a purple eyeshadow palette, I feel like it's gonna be really good. Everyone has probably already said that purples are very difficult to blend out, and that is very true. But somebody that comes out with a purple palette is really like ballsy, you know, like they must be really confident. But that's what I'm experiencing right now. Like, it's blending out really, really well. So I got the outer edges, and now I'm going to start to blend that out. But for that, I kind of want to use, honestly, I kind of want to do two different colors, not just one. I want to play around with this color here called Royal Pain. And I'm going to take this color on a Sigma E36 brush. And with this color here, I'm going to start to place it right in here. Just blend this corner out. So yeah, blending that part out just like that. And then with the same exact brush, I'm going to go into the next color called Vivid Mood. So that's this lilac color right here. I'm gonna work it right in here. Holy shit. Okay, that one was a lot darker than I expected. So I'm just kind of like blending it up towards the eyebrow and bringing whatever I have left of that product down here. That other color is like basically gone now, so I'm gonna go back into Blood Queen, which is that second purple that I used, and I'm gonna go in here. Okay, so what I am kind of seeing right in here, like this part is not blending the best. Right here. Do you guys see this? So I'm going to take the lighter purple called Deviant, and this right here is Deviant. As you can see, it does have kickback, but so far not experiencing too much fallout. I'm going to take Deviant and just apply it right underneath the eyebrow. See if I can soften this area up a little bit because I don't know what's going on here. How's that looking? Oh, I think I'm fucking up. Okay. I'm going to be taking some of this eye makeup remover. This one is from Target. It's like $4. And then a Q-tip. And then I'm just going to clean up the eyelid. So if you're new here, I want to explain why I'm removing the color from my eyelid, because when you guys see my Instagram tutorials, like the little mini ones, I get questions like, why would you remove everything that you just applied? The reason for it is because you guys can see the intensity of that first dark purple that I had previously applied, and it's going to really intensify the crease and make it look a lot more sharp. So we're going to create a really pretty halo eye. Hopefully it's pretty. That way when we apply the concealer over as well, it's not going to bleed through because it's like a purple. If you apply like a concealer over that, the purple's going to come through, or any eyeshadow really. So I'm going to take the clean side of the Q-tip. I just want to make sure that the makeup remover just comes off completely from the eye. I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star Concealer, and this is the white concealer in C0. I use this very often for my cut creases, especially when I'm using very bright and bold colors. And I apply it to the back of my hand. I take my Precision crease brush, which is always linked down in my description box in case you guys want to know more about this brush. And there is my guide. Once I have my guide, I'm going to use the rest of the concealer and just take a flat brush. And I'm just going to drag this concealer down. Now I'm going to take the star of the show. Taking the color Pink Magic, because that's what it looks like. Just a lot of pink magic here. I'm just going to be placing this right in the center. I feel like this eyeshadow is not really like sticking like I want it to. So I'm going to be spraying my brush. There we go. It's not really getting into my crease the way I want it to, so I have to use a smaller flat brush to really get into the crease area. And this just like allows me to apply the eyeshadow very precisely underneath that crease. I'm really loving that color. So taking the same exact brush, and I'm going to go into the color Betrayal. And I'm going to start to place this at the outer edges of that center shade. And once like I packed it to this outer corner, like I start to swipe going inwards just so that we apply that nice transition between the two colors. And then swiping inward towards the center. Alright, so now we have that done, and I'm going to go back into the darkest shade, which is Dungeon, the first color that I used on the eyelid, and I'm going to start to place this in a tapping motion out here. Okay, so tapping, 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 swiping, 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 so tapping, and like that. Alright, so I really love how that is looking. I have not experienced one problem with these purples at all, and I am so happy. I don't know how many looks I'm going to be able to do. No, you know what? I'm underestimating my skill, my artistry. Make sure you're subscribed so you can see what other looks I do using this palette, because Looking at it, I'm just like, the color scheme is a little bit like, but you know what? I can do something about this. I can create some pretty fun looks, I think. I am wearing some gold earrings, so I kind of want to incorporate some gold into this look. I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier Mystic Gold Caviar Stick Eye Color, and this just glides on really easily onto the eye. This is intended for like a cream shadow on the eyelid, but I've been using these cream sticks on my waterline and they just glide on so nice and they look really good. So no effort. Now I'm going to be taking a Sigma E30 pencil brush and I'm going to be using, that right there is Blood Queen. I'm holding the eyeshadow palette like so weird. Taking the color Blood Queen, I'm just going to start to place it right underneath the waterline. Going back into the darkest shade Dungeon, I'm going to place that at the other side of the under eye area. Alright, so I'm not a fan of how this inner part is looking here, so I'm going to lighten that up, and I freaking pressed my nail into this color right here. I fucked up. I'm going to take the color Deviant once again, and just place that color right in there. Just like that, we're done. I'm going to start to pack it on a little bit more so that it's blended into the rest of the shades, and that just kind of lightens up this inner part. Not a lot, it just kind of blend everything together so it doesn't look so like harsh as it did. Again, just going in back with some more of that eyeshadow. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with how that's looking. This outer edge is going to be blended better once I apply the rest of my face. I usually bring my contour a little bit up here, so I'm just going to blend these outer edges with the contour. I'll be right back. I'm going to just do my mascara, some lashes, the rest of my face, and then I'll show you guys the finished look. And hopefully you guys are into this look. That wraps it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this first impressions and try on, sharing my thoughts. I guess it's a review video. For my first impression, I'm really happy with how these purples performed. They blended out really, really nicely. And I don't even have makeup on my forehead. That's kind of like a win-win with having bangs. I just love how this look turned out. I love doing halo eyes. I think it looks really subtle and everything is well blended. Pink Magic was definitely my favorite shade of this entire palette. I still have not played with the rest of the eyeshadows, so maybe it might be too soon to speak. Make sure that you do subscribe down below and also turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. For my next video, I should be reviewing my Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 eyeshadow palette. I have not opened the actual packaging of it. Haven't taken a look at the eyeshadow palette. I want to make sure that I get my honest first impression of the eyeshadow palette on camera with you guys. So I'm going to wait on that. I'll film that tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I'll leave you guys with my latest uploads right over here. You can feel free to click on them and just hang out with me a little longer. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!